Greetings, comrades and friends. Welcome yet again to another episode of Election Update. Now, today's newspaper or editorial in the paper News Diggers carried the headline which said, "To beat the PF, we must also beat the ECZ, the police, and the judiciary." That was the headline editorial in today's News Diggers. As you know, News Diggers is one of the remaining independent newspapers, at least, which gives us credible news. Though, of course, they also fall short of giving you an interpretation of the news. That is why this channel exists and is coming to you on a daily basis, so that we can analyze news headlines and we can update each other on what is happening in this country called Zambia, vis-a-vis the elections which are coming on 12th August. Now, today's topic is about the smallest and the most hidden polling station in Zambia. I've always told you to say that the ECZ, or the Electoral Commission of Zambia, is not a partial institution. It is not the referee it is supposed to be. The ECZ has chosen to take sides and they are playing with PF. The ECZ is not your friend. It's not my friend. It's not a friend of democracy. The ECZ is a stumbling block of democracy in Zambia. And I'm here today to prove to you. Because some of the things that I say, some people may say, no, it's just propaganda, just because it's UPND, that is why he's always maligning and mudslinging the ECZ. No. We speak from an informed position. We speak from a position where you want to see an ECZ that is a fair and unbiased referee. But unfortunately, that is not the case. We are in a period now when we are scrambling towards the 12 August election. And we've got a lot of issues to raise as the opposition. We have a lot of questions to ask. That is why today I've got a gift for you. All those that are tuned in, I've got a gift for you. I'm going to share with you this document. This is a public document. This is a voters register for the smallest and most hidden and most inaccessible polling station in Zambia. You are getting it first from me. Some of you have never seen what a voter register looks like. Today, you are going to know what a voters register looks like. And you're going to take a sneak peek or a view, an insight into the most hidden and most restricted polling station in Zambia, and that happens to be Kamwala Remand polling station. Yes, a polling station in a prison. Believe it or not, it's there in my ward where I'm standing in Kamwala. So the way you're going to get this document is I'm going to leave my number. I'm going to drop my number in the comments. Then contact me via WhatsApp. Please don't call, otherwise you are going to overwhelm my number if you start calling. So just drop a WhatsApp and request for a voter register. Okay, voter register. Just type voter register. I'm going to give you that immediately after this stream is done. I'm going to do that. So now, look, this polling station only has 85. It only has 85 registered voters. It's in, I've told you it's a Kamwala Remand polling station. It only has 85 registered voters. 85. And it's not accessible to anyone. It's not accessible to me as a candidate. It's in my ward. But I've never been allowed there. No official of the UPND has ever been allowed there. Not even to take flyers and posters or stickers. Like the Commissioner General of the Police said, to say, no, opposition will just leave their campaign material and will give it to the prisoners. That has never been done. We've tried it. And it has failed. So we have no access to these voters. Now, you might be thinking the way we were thinking, that people who are going to register in the prison are actually prisoners. That was our thinking. And that is the thinking of the majority of the Zambian people. You thought, and I thought, and we all thought, that the people who are going to register in a polling station that is located inside the prison are prisoners. But is that the case? Not according to what is in this. So I'm going to challenge you. Go through this document when I send it to you and tell me how many people can you identify who are prisoners. Who are prisoners in this? Because it's got names and faces. It's got names and faces. It's got names and faces. This is a voter register. It has got names and faces. How many people can you identify at this polling station who are actually prisoners? I went through it and I was shocked. I could only count less than 10 out of 85. And that's a generous figure. But I'm also seeing women registered in this polling station. So my question is, who are these women? Because Kamwala Remand Prison is a male remandee prison. There are no women, no girls at Kamwala Remand Prison. So where did these women come from who registered inside the Kamwala police station? If this question cannot be answered by the ECZ, we are given to speculate and suspect that perhaps these are ghost voters. Because how else do you explain these people? How did they get access in a restricted area? These women. All of this. This entire page, no one even looks like a prisoner. On this entire page, no one looks like a prisoner. I'll share it with you. So those are the concerns that we have. Just only the voters register. We are concerned that some people in the voters register may be fictitious. They may be fictitious, meaning they are made up. So how do we call an election credible when some polling stations have got data or registered voters who are questionable? This is the smallest polling station in Zambia, 85. And you know that when you are creating a polling station, you look at the geographical location and the population. Those are the two major factors which you look at when you are creating a polling station. You look at the geography. Is it located where there are people? Is it necessary to create a polling station where people can't access, like they did with prisons? And I've been one of those proponents who's been opposed, totally and diametrically opposed to the idea of having polling stations in prisons. And we asked the ECZ to say, you are allowing the prison vote despite the objection from the citizens of Zambia. So tell us, where are these prisoners going to vote from? Are you going to put them on a bus to take them to normal polling stations outside the prison? And if so, what security measures are you going to put? Because we don't want incidents of prisoners escaping and raping and killing 9 women like they did in Cabo. Those are security concerns. And the other question we ask, okay, if you are going to have polling stations inside the prison, how are we, the free citizens and political players, going to access those prisons so that we can campaign to those prisoners? There was no answer. To date, a prison is a restricted area. That is what I call a compendium or a concoction of the ECZ's bag of tricks designed to suppress or rather take away our freedom to express ourselves via the ballot. There is also an issue of election observers. Today the ECZ, the official page, posted about election observers. I'm telling you, I've never seen the rules. I've never seen a long list of rules. That document of how somebody or how an organization can get its observers to be accredited with ECZ is the most draconian and most bureaucratic document I've ever seen. You actually have to apply, and ECZ reserves the right to accept your election observers or not. So what kind of democracy are we talking about in this country? We only have between now and 30th July to submit the names of our observers and polling agents. In fact, between 1st and 30th. But today is the 12th or 13th, if I'm not mistaken. And the process hasn't started. But their timetable says from 1st to 30th. Yet today is 12th, and the process hasn't started. So who's being disadvantaged? Because we know that all the polling observers and agents for the PF, as we are speaking now, they already have their accreditation cards. Because this time you are not going to get access to a polling station as an observer or an agent if you don't have an accreditation card. It's not going to happen. The ECZ, using COVID-19 as an excuse, is hell-bent on ensuring to say that the numbers of people for the opposition or observers for the opposition in the polling station is suppressed and reduced as further as possible. Because for candidates like myself who's standing as councillor, they only say you can only give 2 observers. And those 2 observers are not going to be in the polling station at the same time. One will be inside and the other one outside, exchanging with the one who's inside. That's how the ECZ is trying to confine or suppress this election on election observers. So those are only just two things which we raise concern about. Other issues you already know. Last time I told you about the stamping of ballots. Your ballot paper, the paper that you are given to vote for your presidential, parliamentary, councillor, and mayor candidate. That ballot which you are given, they are saying for it to be valid, it must carry a stamp behind. The ECZ does not state if that stamp is for Kamwala College of Education, or if that stamp is for Mulungushi University, or is for Lusaka City Council, or indeed is for ECZ. They do not state. So now you and me have been given homework. On top of ensuring to say that we correctly mark X in the box, we've been given an additional task to check behind the ballot ngati kuli nsimbi. Checking okupasa ballot boxes nanje ankala homework ni duty yako kuchecking akumbuya ballot ngati kuli nsimbi ngaba menyako nsimbi. Ngakuli ben nsimbi but wavota correctly iyo ni sport ballot. Now, how is my grandmother in Njeke village expected to know that her ballot must carry a stamp behind for it to be valid? If you who's in town, you don't know. You don't know. Confess, you don't know. Even me, I didn't know. If those of us who are educated are only finding it out now to say we have to check behind our ballot to ensure to say that there's a stamp. That is the ECZ bag of tricks. And we are equal to the task. That is why this election, comrades, friends, this election is not an election for UPND. This election is an election for everyone. All of us must come together and ensure to say that on that day, on 12 August, nobody goes home. You vote, you stay at the polling station and ensure to say that your ballot or your vote is counted correctly and the correct results are transmitted. So, that is all that I had for you on today's election update. I was telling you about the smallest polling station in Zambia, Kamwala Remand Prison, where nobody has got access. And I want to leave with a question. Go through this. I'll send it to you via WhatsApp. Remember, I'm going to send this via WhatsApp, okay? So I'm going to put my number in the comments. And for those of you that are listening to me, you can just send it right now. 0977 86 42 90. 0977 86 42 90. Send me a WhatsApp and I'm going to send you a soft copy of this. And share it. Share it with other Zambians and tell me if you are going to see how many prisoners you are going to see registered in this polling station, which is supposedly was instated or enacted or created to accommodate the prison vote. Tell me how many voters can you identify in this? And while you are looking at them, remember, there are no women prisoners at Kamwala Remand. They are only male. But you are going to see females here. So tell me, who are those people? Because me, I can't identify anybody. We sat down with my campaign team today. We couldn't identify anyone in this register around or in Kamwala or anywhere else. We don't know them. So who are they? Could they be dead people? Those are the questions. So I'm going to send this. Share it with other people. This is a voters register. It's a public document. You can even go and buy it at 50 kwacha per polling station at ECZ. But I'm sending you a soft copy because I want you to see what kind of an ECZ we have. Not fyakushimikirwa. Thank you very much. Share this video as much as you can. Let other people be in the know so that we can move at the same pace. If you're on YouTube, this video is going to be uploaded on YouTube. Just type Mainda Simataa on YouTube and subscribe so that you can get access or updates on my regular updates in case you are not online the time I'm having this live broadcast. Thank you very much and continue to subscribe or rather like this page and share it with others because this is the only place, the only page where you're going to get an interpretation of what is going on in this country as regards the elections. I'm going to be coming to you every day to advise, to guide, and to highlight on the issues that are pertinent to our development. Remember, on 12 August, vote UPND. It's a question of saving your lives because these thugs have started attacking us. They have started attacking people, women in their own homes and raping them and robbing them. Those are stories that you know. But the media, of course, they won't tell you or they'll tell it the other way. So thank you very much and God bless. Oh, you want me to repeat my line? 0977 86 42 90. WhatsApp me and I'll send you a soft copy of this. Thank you very much.